Makes it hurt more if you make the noise.
I believe so, actually. Makes it go faster if you make the...
Exactly.
Yeah. I actually got another fucking speed upgrade in the Stardew Valley randomizer, and I am zooming to the max. I also get to complain the fish, which is probably my favorite part of the game, to be honest.
Complain to fish?
So the whole goal of the Stardew Valley randomizer is just to fish all of the fish.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You could set it to, like, be friends with everybody, or grow every crop once, or complete the community center like the game's actually supposed to be. I did fish all fish.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've gotten to the point where I can recognize what kind of fish it is by the pattern that it moves in the fucking, like, fishing screen.
That's fucked.
Yeah. Well, it matters. It doesn't really matter, but it matters. And I also put a reward on my channel whenever I stream it that you can spend 1,000 channel points to force me to fish one chub.
Fish one chub?
Yeah, there's a fish called chub, and if you spend 1,000 points, I have to stop whatever I'm doing and go fish a chub.
Go fish a chub.
When I introduced the channel point reward, I had to catch 54 chubs.
Jesus Christ.
It's because Ali is a fucking madman, and also people like the joke.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's ripe for the abuse.
I mean, yeah, that was kind of the point, but at the same time, that took like 2 hours.
Christ.
Well, like, there's not just the chub in there, and some of the fish kind of look like chubs on the screen. So, like...
It's a chub-like.
That's exactly what I said. Like, this is a chub-like, and it's probably like a tiger trout or some shit. Like, you couldn't identify the chubs during that particular time that I chose, because one specific fish kind of acted like a chub, and the only difference was that it would stay in one spot longer slightly than the other one. So I got really good at telling on whether or not it was a chub or it was that fucking imposter fish. And I yelled at a fish. I yelled at a fish in a video game. Like, what do you want from me?
Alright, okay, man. Nobody's attacking you for yelling at fish.
I feel like you were judging slightly.
I'm way too focused on trying not to die.
I am sensitive about my fish habits.
I can tell.
Like, there's so much pressure riding on me for, like, catching the good fish and then the bad fish. I need to catch all the fish, so all the fish are technically good fish, except for the ones that are, like, you know, the ones that are high level, and they are actually kind of fucked up. They're actually the raid bosses of fish. You know, unlike the shrimp, which are, like, the trash mobs of shrimp. I mean, fish. Shrimp? Bugs.
Shrimps is bugs.
Shrimps do be bugging, though.
Lootlads.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I might be including that diatribe.
Fish.
The fish diatribe.
Oh god.
I'll defend myself. I'll defend my fucking fish.
No one's attacking you for the fish. No one.
I can name a guy.
Is it me?
Maybe.
I swear to God.
You have to confirm it.
I've never once harmed you for fish.
It didn't harm me ever for fish, but
mentally
want
gave
to.
you strife. Is what you're implying.
You believe so?
Look. All right.
Yeah. What?
Trying to finish this gameplay with all smiles and cheers. All right.
Yeah, and I'm trying to smile with my fucking fishy friends, and here you are being like, I now I'm not judging, but like I could be.
Not coming out of my mouth. You'll never hear that sentence in a fish-related incident.
Those were the exact ones.
I will find out where you live. I will send you a bomb.
Thank you. Just end it. You know what? I'm done. If I can't have my fish, I can't have anything around you.
Alright, we gotta end this halibut. I'm running Chowder fish-based jokes I can make immediately.
You know, Yubera could have ended that a lot sooner.
You're so Pike.
Goldfish.
I was trying to what's wrong, son? Fish. Welcome back to Loot Lads.
Very sensitive about my fish. Do not make fun.
Gonna bug you about your fish now. What?
It's all part of the game. It's all just part of the game. It's all just part of this big old world that's called Control. It's all part of this fucking big old wide open space that you call video game.
Don't fucking.
Do we get to think about fish puns during the fucking in between?
Oh, don't. Chris.
What's up?
Chris.
What's up?
I'm not okay.
Describe your condition to me.
Vexed.
Make your fucking. I was gonna say make your rock look like paper, but paper covers rock. That's
Paper
fucked
does
up.
cover
Don't do that.
All right. Take fucking 2.
Don't dash into Dylan. He is very rude.
He
first
does
of
not
all.
like that.
No.
Very fragile.
I wouldn't like it either. Like if I had my sister come up to me and go like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Dude, I'm floating here. I'm fucking I'm eating the hadron. Like, don't interrupt me." And then you just fucking headbutt me. I'd be pissed too.
Yoink. Okay.
Oh, he's a sleepy man.
Ooh, nap nap.
Dylan's in a coma. I don't know if there's anything of him left in there.
Okay.
If he'll ever find his way back. The portal's been closed, but the hiss is still in the oldest house. And the lockdown can't be lifted as long as any trace of it remains. I'm working on a solution with my management team, but there is still a long road ahead.
So.
I'm the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. We're in this together. You and I.
Now, is you the Polaris or me the character or the player?
Okay, so there's a few different states because they share.
Yes, there's about 50. 48 in the contiguous.
Ba, 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 ba.
Rock flag and eagle.
Ba, 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 ba. Anyway, we could be Jesse Polaris. I feel like we're Jesse Polaris. Polaris, when the egg opened, combined with Jesse. That's why she found herself in the hotel. That's why she leveled up to level 30. That's why Dylan got absolutely fucking gobsmacked when you went in and decided to put him in a coma. Which, honestly, best place for him. He was hissing up a storm.
Yeah, boy got hiss everywhere.
Man, the hiss up the wazoo, dude. You don't need hiss in your wazoo.
He's like, I gotta go take a hiss. And you're like, dude, no, legally no.
In
Don't.
public, in here? Come on. We're leaving you suspended for a reason in this cube. We can take the hiss out.
Hiss off, bud.
And then he was just like, dude, it was just a joke. I just washing me. And then, he goes, hiss. And he's like, dude, you can't be doing that out there.
And tie it back to earlier, and like he goes to take a piss, and like the urinal moves.
Whoa, we're really tying that back? Wait, was he the piss incident?
He was the piss incident this whole time. You've entered the scary door.
Who's watching the fridge right now?
Shit!
We go like, yup. This is cleaned up, and that fucking guy watching the fridge is just like... I mean, okay, if the fridge has water... Alright, cursed object scenario.
Alright.
You have to watch the fridge, otherwise it deviates.
Mm-hmm.
But the fridge will just produce water and food for you.
Interesting.
Yeah. Maybe you have to watch it forever. I guess that's just a horrific scenario in all, like, just in all things. But if it provides for you and it's bad enough that it needs to be watched at all times, what does it do if it deviates? Does it turn to like a dishwasher and therefore a much less useful like tool?
Oh, turns into
appliance?
that barbecue.
You know how you need to know what's in the fridge sometimes at all times? Like you just kind of open the fridge and go like, yep, I'm not sure why I opened this fridge, but I'm checking it. Do you think that's the effect, is that it deviates the contents of the fridge?
100%.
Making the user infinitely curious about what's in the fridge, so they have that like OCD, ADHD type of thing where they have to just open it up.
There's like a 10% chance it actually has what you want in there, so they're like, they're tempted to open the fridge, but like that just curses them further.
Maybe it's like a mind wandering trap where you're like, man, I could really use a sandwich one day, and then like it's day 7 of your consecutive fridge watching duty. Like, yeah, you know what? I could use a grenade to just like fucking
To end it
this
all.
and then you open it up and it's filled with grenades. You're like, oh yeah.
Pulls one out, goes to pill the pin. It's a sandwich. It's like, well, I asked for this too, I guess. Eats the sandwich.
I was a little hungry actually.
You know what? One more day.
Morale goes up slightly. In that case, does the fridge want to be watched? Is it sentient?
It's instead of the ice machine part working, that's when the little grenades come out, and you're like, oh, there they are.
You pull out the pin, it's one of those fucking like gummy peach rings. You're like,
God damn
fridge,
it.
you know what I want. I was craving these all fucking week, dude. The fridge just wants a friend. I've just decided.
Okay.
Yeah. And it needs to be watched, otherwise it has performance anxiety and can't produce the... It's a self-fulfilling thing.
Dude, you can't spell friend without most of the letters of fridge.
I'm sure you can, like... I was going to say break the D. You need the D in fridge.
You need the D.
You can break some of the extra letters and form the G.
It's just swapping at the end for the D, right? Like, wait.
Wink.
I think so. Fuck, my brain is too like cooked right now. I need to literally write down the word friend in fridge.
I mean, okay, fridge is like 6 letters and friend is
all
also
you have
6
all you
letters.
have to do is change the N and the D, and you've got yourself a friend fridge. Actually, shit, wait, I did see a video of somebody who made a vending machine that you hug it, you get a drink.
Hell yeah. Except it brings you to such a low point of your life where you just want to end it, and then it just wants to like pick you back up. It knows what you're thinking because you've spent so much time with it. And you don't even know you want the fucking sour watermelons or whatever, but it knows and it cares.
I could just sped this up the whole time.
But we're talking about the implications of the fridge.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Special thanks, fridge.
I mean, I got nothing else really.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah.
Development babies. What? Wait,
Whoa,
you
whoa.
cannot put them to work. What are you doing?
We need to put the baby in the mill.
Written by Michael Chapman and Nicholas Chen, published by Universal. No, that's the wrong one. Salmon soup.
Not in the mill as in like putting them in the mill to grind up, but working them in the mill
Yeah.
so that they can grind up the grain so that they could bake the bread
That's the one.
in order to fuel all of the other game developers.
Fee fi fo fum.
You spell the blood of an English one?
I do. I'll grind their baby bones to make my bread.
Yes!
I don't know why that was my immediate. I've got a suit.
It's official! You were actually so excited for the cosmetics when we started and disappointed when we had only one.
Search the dangerous depths of the hills. We're not done.
We're not done. We're not done.
Okay, well, let's take a look at our missions now.
You just said you're not done, you're not done, you're not done. Oh, we start to go deal with Audie and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, so there's still the DLC. There's a bit of Audie we want to do. Welcome to Control Aftergame, where we're probably going to keep going. Unless you just want to rush the DLC.
I don't actually know.
We could just decide that next time. Actually, how
much time do we have left? Like tons. Like tons and tons.
How many is tons?
Like 12-ish minutes of tons.
Gee, fine.
New mission, the Foundation.
Yes.
Talk to the board. All right, well, we've got stuff.
I hate plot.
I fucking hate video games.
You know what? Gross, stinky. Oh, never mind. I'm invested. We get to talk to the
big triangle?
The big triangle.
Big triangle. In a pantsuit.
Jesse Faden, director.
And she even said it in a sad director feed.
Look at me.
I'm a director.
Believe it,
Finally accepting it.
but you always knew where we were headed.
The butt supplement.
Oops.
Is this like a supplementary? Is that like a
Yes, Chris.
Is that a suppository? Do you think?
Christ.
What do you mean? It's legit. What if I want a butt supplement?
Even if it was a dream.
Without revealing too much, which is going to reveal exactly. I've had a butt supplement before. Would not recommend.
But what did it do? Maybe you just added.
Uh-oh. You opened the tree?
All right, post haste.
Find the door, tree. Ugh.
Dude, this might just lead us to the Alan Wake stuff.
We need to check this out.
Yo.
You know what? That's just for the best, actually. I like her upward Hadron hair tie. I wonder if you have any other clothing.
I would love to find a spot where I can check it out.
Well, I believe in you. And you know what? I hope you have the nicest suits.
Just run around this way. Hello. What's the Pope saying?
What is the actually, yeah, that's a good question.
Hello. Ooh, papers. Please. Yep.
Oh. Oh.
Staples.
Yo,
Hello.
those could have used a little bit more pepper.
Jesse, good to see you.
A little bit more paper? No pepper. What the?
Containment cell like you asked. I've got medical staff running tests as we speak, and I'd be happy to walk you through the details later.
Okay.
Other than that, what's next?
With the slide projector turned off, the hiss are shut out, but we're stuck with the ones already here. We can't lift the lockdown until they're all eradicated.
What if we just renamed the hiss to the
If any
kiss and we
hiss
lifted
ever got
lockdown and we gave everybody the kiss?
That would be the end of everything.
No? Okay.
Eliminating them all will take time.
Sorry for asking
I'll do
questions.
what I can on my end,
Crumples up the fucking
but my
application
research
form,
is
or like
progressing
the request
slower
form.
than I'd like.
I think I can help with that. I am making you the head of research, effective immediately. I want you to use everything the Bureau has, every resource, every confidential scrap of data.
To
and
find
a
out
way
what
to keep the
candy
hiss
I
out
like.
Good.
That's... Really? I mean, yes, I can certainly... Yes! Yes, I accept.
You'll do great. Besides, I didn't really have anyone else.
Don't line it up with
Honored,
that, dude.
Jesse.
Come on.
Thank you.
See, I was going to give it to my brother due to nepotism, but he's in a coma, so...
I was gonna give it to that random guy in like that I walked past on the way here, but I was like, oh, maybe Emily would like it more.
I was going to give it to Tim, but he chewed gum really loudly in my ear.
You know, Jeremy was actually my first choice, but he kept chopping people.
Ooh, P7.
Dude, we could be an intern.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Permanent.
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
I'm not a fucking big O number. What
what
the?
are you fucking trying to do here, bud?
He's gonna try to do pingo? Are you trying to pingo over here?
Yeah, let's put some actually in health.
Lame.
Oh, whatever.
Smell it.
And what? Oh, I'm out of them entirely.
Oh, man, we spent it so well.
Rate of fire go up. Ammo cost while levitating down. That's pretty tight. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's neat. Chris, what do you think?
You are running out of more steam. I thought I had like no steam left.
I'm doing incredible. Shut up.
And then I open up your doors, and actually you suck out the remaining steam with the amount of fucking atmospheric pressure you have in there.
I am negative pressure. I'm taking all of that.
It's like when we kiss. Yeah, you suck a little too much. Actually,
sorry,
I enjoy the lip stuff, but like you kind of have to calm it down.
Need to be supplied with moisture.
Dude, I'm not your own personal fucking sponge.
What?
What do you mean, what?
This place really suits Ati.
Oh shit.
So that etching is the door.
Okay.
I fucking
Speak, friend, and enter. I was right.
Try opening it.
Green. Force walk.
Can be input. You have the control. Adi, what are you doing, pal? How were you in the big door for?
Oh.
What are you in a spook?
Oh.
What are you in a spooky cave
No time
for?
for sightseeing.
No time for sightseeing.
The board said this was an emergency.
Okay. Doop, 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 doop.
You even speak friend, dude.
It knows I'm the boss here. I don't need to speak friend.
Looks like no one's been
And
down
speak
here.
director. Let me in. Pew pew.
Is it just my gun? Yeah, okay. Sorry. It was very glowy there. Just it seemed like it was pointing at me or something. I don't know. I got nerves. Hey.
Stop. No.
Crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having
Okay.
these
All right. Sorry. I just immediately was like on the defensive. That's on me. You know, I've gone through a lot.
Man, crystal kudzu is a terrifying concept I just reminded myself of.
Okay.
Because kudzu would just grow and eat until you just can't. But like rocks, I mean, you just...
Hey.
That's fucking rude.
I wanted that. Can't even.
Audie doesn't even give you like an object of power when you find him. You just like he just gives you a fucking pickaxe. Like have at it, bud.
Go get.
Yeah. I literally have nothing to offer you. What are you talking about?
How do I?
Check your map.
This way.
I guess you do need a pickaxe in that case. Anywhere further up above.
That's where I came from. Or all right, this way. Fine. Fine.
The other big door. A
It's
bike
not really a door in a cage, is it? Hello.
tunnel. Why not?
Bottom of the oldest house. Stop the hiss.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline?
Oh, that's what that's called. Okay.
She's dead.
Oh shit.
Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
Everything except several gunshots.
The hiss found their way down here too, huh?
Ooh, 7.
Ooh, 7 shrimps. Too much shrimp.
Too much shrimp.
Actually, depends on the context.
I think. Well, yeah, I guess jumbo shrimp too. Like,
Okay, if you're only having shrimp, 7 shrimp is like just barely enough, I think.
I think yeah, just shrimp, good. 7 jumbo shrimp, probably pushing it. I think that's probably a little too rich. But yeah, I could do like 7 small scramps with the side of something else.
Actually, yeah, I agree with that. Maybe like, okay, so if it's in a food that complements the shrimp, probably like 4 shrimps, right?
4 shrimps is good.
4 shrimps plus like a big thing that's part of the main meal. I'm gonna say you're in Shrimp Town. Add 3 to the mix, too much shrimp, so 7 shrimp, not that great.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking like tempura shrimp. That's too much shrimp.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. I'm thinking about like ramen or like a seafood chowder.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, something that are you a seafood chowder guy?
I love a good seafood chowder.
In your opinion,
Gotta say it like that. Chowder.
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 In your opinion, shrimps in the chowder?
Shrimps in the chowder.
Shrimps in the chowder.
Yeah.
It must be. You know what? It might be.
It's shrimps, clams, lobster, scallops. What else is there?
That might be a family preference then, because shrimps apparently do not go in the seafood chowder.
Really?
It's
It is a seafood, and I would chow on it.
Yeah.
Therefore,
I feel like the classic where I grew up was haddock, lobster,
yeah, haddock. That's the other.
crab mussels, shell,
Yeah,
shellfish,
shellfish.
scallops, bare minimum as well. And then you start thinking about vegetables and auxiliary fish. I don't think you can. I feel like there's such thing as too much fish in a fish chowder.
I don't
Like
know.
sometimes you just get like a cacophony of flavors that, like, oh yeah, I'm tasting the shrimp and the haddock, and I feel like those two wouldn't particularly clash, but the textures would just be weird. I guess it really depends on like what whole fish do you put in the chowder.
Yeah, I unfortunately that's the only thing I miss about that side of my family that I don't talk to anymore is the chowder.
I mean, you could just be the chowder that you want to see in your life.
Well, I don't want to interact with them to get the recipe. That's the problem.
You could just make your own recipe. It's literally just fucking fish and whatever base you want to make.
Look, I'm not like the stuff that goes in the chowder by itself. I'll dabble with most of it. I won't typically like search out to eat. Like I'm not a big scallop guy. I'm not a big shellfish guy.
That shellfish guy?
No, I would never buy a lobster for myself. Clams, mussels, none of that stuff. But in a seafood chowder, my God, I could probably drown myself on a good chowder.
For Christmas, a lot of the time we do beware of toxic hazards. By the way,
I thought they would stop.
no,
I mean, they did, but like,
Yeah, it's because you got hurt and they felt bad.
yeah, thank you.
You were not aware, but now you will be aware. Anyway,
There's a bee where?
there's a bee. For Christmas, my family were big lobster people, but we also knew a lot of fishermen, so like we could get lobsters fairly competitively and for cheap a lot of the time. They would just go like, "Yo, we have way too much lobster. Could you please take some?" And we're like, "Tight." And that's just the tradition. The tradition. So even though lobsters don't give that much, like you think of a Thanksgiving meal, right? And you think of like a turkey feeding like 1 billion people.
Yeah.
One lobster does not do 1 billion people.
It does not.
It's usually like one lobster a person, which is, a little bit decadent, we'll say.
Yeah.
But part of, at that point, the Christmas meal is just deshelling your own lobster. I got desensitized to the lobsters really quickly because they were also pretty fucking good.
I'm the weird guy who really likes the claws and the legs and the tail, but nothing else
Of the lobster?
of the lobster. Yeah.
I.e. the only parts of the lobster.
There's the innards, the whole meat of the actual lobster.
Dude, they sell
Got him in the toe.
they sell tails and claws specifically because that's the succulent meat.
Yeah, that's the stuff that I like. And like for some reason, half of my people that ate lobster were like indifferent or didn't like it. So I was like swimming in claws.
I mean, to be fair, it is rich. Like, it really depends. I guess it depends.
It is a completely different texture to the other half of the lobster.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm fucking down. You give me a lobby, I'll chow that down like it's a RuneScape, buddy. Just all in one bite. Shell and all, I guess. Unless RuneScape is just inherently a fishy-smelling game at the end of the day.
I think so. The
I
amount
think
of
so,
shark I
too.
had to eat.
Dude, the amount of fucking lobsters I fished up would probably fill the entire city of Iraq, I feel like. Dude, when I was younger, that's all I could do. That's all I wanted to do was see that fucking number of lobsters go up. And then I started playing RuneScape as I'm gonna say as an adult, right? Like you go, okay, 1,000 lobsters, that's a big deal back then. That's like fucking 200K you just made. And then I'm sitting there like, I don't have time for 200 lobsters because I'd rather be making like 7 billion gold every time I walk into a boss dungeon, which is, it's the perspective, right? I just wanted to click on puddles and get the funny little pinchy guys, and then cook them for cooking XP.
Crossroads. Well,
There's a lot going on.
there's a lot going on here.
Can you hear me?
Oh, we got ourselves a little point.
She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
People
Well-
communicating. Marshall is missing or dead. I mean, we already discussed this much because our girl decided to push in. What's in the building? What's in the
Well,
building?
we could do that, or we can figure that out next time on Loot Lads.
But I wanna know.
I know. I want to know too. It's so tantalizing and right there.
Why don't we just ruin the surprise for everybody and be like, we're doing this guy's quest?
But then what's the hook for people to come back for the next episode if not to know what's in the building?
The next hook will be, hey, imagine Loot Lads, but we're conscious.
No.